And now it's going to come down to what can ROX Tigers do early on. They do have the luxury of a split push later into the game. Linderong is not going to be able to be stopped simply by Cuvée, but they have to make it out of the lane phase first. In game number 1, they fell too far behind.
Yeah, and if it goes anything like game number 1, we're going to see Samsung dominate every lane and then go on to win in a 30-minute game. But ROX looking to change that in game number 2. They're not even taking camps. They're just fighting together in the lane.
Oh, no.
Here comes Mickey, though.
Oh, no.
He's out of mana. The exhaust is going to go down. Mickey and Sungwon on the run. Ambition's still at level 1, so he's going to flash in, and that's going to be first blood going over to Victor.
Mission, okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage coming down. Forced to leap away, but here comes Braum. Yeah, Blasting Plant is going to save him. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Linderong just too far up the lane once again. He's going to go the opposite way, and actually it looks like he will get away. Nicely done.
He does manage to get away. Has to use his flash right there. Sungwon going to try to steal away the Wraiths here from Ambition. Pretty sure, yeah, he will be able to get away.
Something they weren't able to make happen in game number 1, but you can see the positioning of Ambition. Here he comes. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Sungwon not able to make a play. They're going to turn it around. Here comes Ambition. Going to turn immediately onto Linderong. And down he goes. The flash going to go down onto Sungwon. Can he survive? Twisted Advance should be up soon. Not even going to need it. A double kill going over to Cuvée.
Cuvée has the Ninja Tabai and the Bomby Cinder. Not quite at Sunfire Cape yet. Sungwon, though.
Oh, boy. Just going to be jumped onto, but Ambition gets turned on. Does go down, and Sungwon is still alive. This is finally going to turn around for the ROX Tigers. Exhaust going down onto Crown. There's just no escape for him as Victor does go down, and 2 kills going over to the ROX Tigers now.
Yeah, 2 kills indeed, and they put one of them on Mickey, and that's exactly what they needed to do. They're going to be able to pick up first blood turret of the game, so really, really nice turnaround and wake up, and I think that they should even be able to walk down and capture Mountain Drake after this.
Clear up all those control wards too, gain back some of that vision that they were losing. That was a huge play for the ROX Tigers.
Ambition now clearing out the Scuttle Crab. They still have the teleport advantage. Linderong's teleport not up for a little bit. Ruler already has the Iceborne Gauntlet. I also want to point out that he's electing Iceborne Gauntlet this game instead of the Trinity Force, primarily because of the amount of physical damage coming out of the ROX Tigers team composition, and because Fiora and Jace can be melee.
Oh boy, here we go again. He just totally caught out there, not going to be able to flash away. Didn't even have his flash up, and just getting caught out in his own jungle. And now it looks like Samsung might respond. Oh boy, Linderong taking a bit of damage here from Cuvée. Cuvée getting that early double kill. Definitely very strong in that lane so far.
Ruler now going to pick up the turret.
Just make sure that Maokai is busy while the ROX Tigers do take that first streak of the game. Nicely done. They're still behind on gold by about 1.2K.
He might just die.
Oh boy, it doesn't matter if the Cocoon misses. If you do that much damage that fast, Victor just disappears. You were talking about that explosive mid-game for the ROX Tigers. We've entered that now. And this is definitely where things are going to look up for their team. But it looks like they also want to go for a kill here onto Crown. He gets flashed on by the Jace and tries to flash away, but goes down either way. And Mickey going really deep in here. Ambition might be able to turn this around, especially with that Rift Arrow buff. Here comes Cuvée from the right side, going to get onto Mickey. Down goes Jace. And oh boy, the last couple of shots there, not going to be able to take out either Core JJ or Ambition. Cuvée, though, is going to be secured here for the ROX Tigers. Nice pickup there on the back end of that fight.
Okay.
Oh boy, going to be jumped on in here, forced to ultimate and actually turn around. Here comes Jace and the curtain call. Ambition gets smashed by the hammer of Jace coming in from the top side, and uh-oh, big turnaround for the ROX Tigers. Jace picks up a double kill. Finally, we get some action here as the ROX Tigers get a couple of really nice pickups.
Jace picks up a double kill, and meanwhile, Linderong in bottom lane, teleporting in, but so is Cuvée. And this is actually really dangerous because of their HP. but it doesn't seem like it's going to matter all that much. The speed at which they shred that Baron was a little quicker than maybe Samsung had anticipated.
There's no way you're going to 1v1 this Fiora. You got to send someone else over there. Maybe Victor or something to sit behind the turret and just clear up the wave. But he's busy in mid right now. Finally joining up with his team, but they're going to lose another turret. It's the ROX Tigers. As I was saying, you know, this is a new game of League of Legends. It doesn't matter what happened in game number 1. Linderong on that Fiora doing a bit of a better job than Shy in game number 1. Uh-oh, Ruler taking a bunch of damage. They're just going to turn this on to Crown. Redemption should save them, but they're forced to back off. They're going to lose an inhibitor. Now Cuvée Twisted advancing in, going to be knocked up and even exhausted. And Cocoon is still not going to die, the story of Maokai. And that's going to be a second inhibitor going down here, as Samsung really can't do anything at this point in time.
Yep. Samsung Galaxy's team comp is not equipped to really deal with this type of a stage of the game, and this is what I talked about in the pick ban phase, where they needed a really explosive mid-game in order to win, because when it gets to this point, there's no response to the Fiora. You don't have a proper response to siege pushes that come out of the ROX Tigers. You can see Linderong just demands way too much attention at this point in the game. Even going Guardian Angel next, that'll enable him to be a little bit more aggressive.
Samsung has to somehow make a play. They have to jump onto someone or something, or trap Mickey. But as you were saying, look at this, another root going down onto Ruler. Trying to read the E actually, but it's not going to go down. There you go. Actually, a lot of damage going down into the ROX Tigers. Cuvée just does not die. Victor doing a nice bit of burst damage, and they might be able to hold on to this for now. But look at this, Linderong coming in from the right side. Ambition wants blood, but Linderong's going to be able to back up.
Oh! Ruler, probably the only champion that can maybe bring Mickey down, almost found the ability to do so.
Oh, and look at that, the teleport coming from behind here from Cuvée. They're going to be able to pick up a kill. They are going to trade for Ruler's life, though, and Cuvée all alone. And the one hope, yet again, Crown nowhere to be seen in that fight. I guess he was clearing up the creeps back at the Nexus turrets. Almost 5,000 gold going over to the ROX Tigers. More than Samsung, and you can see there's no response from Samsung. They can't come over to Elder Drake right now. They're not grouped up. Baron's about to spawn. Elder Drake taken by the ROX Tigers.
And instead, they're turning their attention to Linderong, so it almost feels like you're watching solo queue.
The amount of times this has happened, man. Look at this. Linderong might die. Sure, he'll die. But Baron is going over to the ROX Tigers. They have Elder Drake buff too. They had 3 people come down to bot and kill Linderong. Now it's 5v4, but how are they going to stop the Baron push?
And so you can see that while it would be nice if they could somehow find a way to force ROX to fight them, they don't need to, and ROX just seems content with saying, hey, we can just wait a few more seconds because when our top laner's here, you're dead.
Yeah, they will not even be able to stop this 5v4 as they get poked down by Songyun, and that's 2 inhibitors going down. Now Linderong is alive, down with Songyun in the bot lane, going to take out the 3rd inhibitor. It looks like ROX Tigers finally able to get something going in game number 2 with that Baron buff, and the Elder Drake looking to end this game.
Yep. Baron buff minions underneath that turret. They did get Mickey.
They did get Mickey, and he takes a ton of damage, but will survive. And Cuvée, he is a tree, he is Maokai, but still not able to survive. Songyun will go down, but it's just not going to matter. 3v2 right now. Ambition with that GA is going to come back up, and it looks like he is actually forced back. But look at this, in the meantime, all the minions pushing, all the cannon minions getting a ton of damage onto all those turrets. And even if the ROX Tigers can't end the game right now, they're in a fantastic spot.
Now all the minions are in the base. They still have Baron alive on key.
Yeah, it's about to go down, but they do a nice bit of pushing. But not able to get that turret still. Still alive. Samsung isn't dead yet. But definitely in a dire situation.
Yep. 2 towers. It's not 2 towers though, so this isn't Lord of the Rings.
Just 1 lone tower.
No Gandalf coming for Samsung.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, nice bit of poke there from Ruler. But here comes the curtain call. CoreJJ is being sniped down there in the back line. Nice bit of damage from Crown. CoreJJ can just go back to the pool and come back.
Chaos Storm was really big for them right now. Samsung Galaxy, they might make it to the triple inhibitor respawn. Kiora will lose her edge when it does come down to the 6-item fight inside of a condensed area. They really need a way in. Cube, he doesn't go down, man.
And they're going to go onto someone, and he just gets demolished immediately. Now it's a 5v4. Ambition, though, is going to be exhausted on the left side of the fight. Lots of damage being eaten by Samsung, but they take out one member. The beginning of the comeback. Ruler's got to be very careful. Another exhaust burned onto CoreJJ. They do open some space, actually, to take down that turret. Can they get it? It looks like so close to getting that turret. Another curtain call comes up. Ruler eating a ton of damage, and oh boy, it looks like Cube is going to go down, and finally the turret goes down too. Only the Nexus left alive, but there's Ruler in the back doing a ton of damage. He's got to back up, and here comes Ruler looking to make a change in this game. Gets 3 members of the ROX Tigers down.
You have to be so careful here. Linderong has a teleport available. Open Nexus.
There it is, the teleport into bot lane. The ping's going down. Samsung, they are going to commit to Baron, though.
They're all in. Crown starting his recall. He needs to get home. They can't find Crown.
Oh, and look at that. Okay, Kha'Zix, Samsung is going to get the Baron, but they need to get back. ROX Tigers, they're going to try to delay all of that. You can see Linderong down in the bot lane, but at the same time the fight is going on. Samsung is going to turn this around. And the ROX Tigers now on the run.
They lost on one front. Crown denied. Linderong in bottom. Samsung Galaxy, I think they just won the game.
This is unbelievable. How are they doing this? The mid tier 1 is even down. It's still alive. And Linderong still pushing in the bot lane.
Doesn't matter. They can send someone to help Crown if they need it. Ambition is there. Ruler, Cube, and CoreJJ, the perfect 3 that they need to push into the base. It's going to come down to Mickey and Songyun.
This is unbelievable. Somehow, someway, Samsung, they're staying alive in this game. Here comes Ambition from behind, forced to flash away. There's the teleport coming in from Maokai, and Linderong is going to go down. Does have that GA, but I don't think the ROX Tigers can go in on this. He's going to go down.
He goes down. They have no way to get to Samsung's base to threaten a game-ending play.
Cube coming on in. Someone forced to back away. The inhibitor's going to go down. Nagamata Cube, he doesn't take any damage now at 6 items.
Cube not taking any damage. Linderong, 18 seconds. I don't think that they're going to be able to make it to him.
I don't think so. Look at how fast that turret goes down. It's unbelievable the amount of damage Samsung has. The exhaust coming down onto Ambition, though. Cube getting low. Crown low in the back, too. You see both Victor and Maokai are going to die, so they're going to be forced back.
Teleport.
What is going on in this game? Samsung, he may have made a huge mistake. Ambition jumping on in. Linderong going on to CoreJJ now. He might be able to get away, but how can he stop the push alone?
He can't stop the push. I think Linderong's just going to run up mid lane. There's no Nexus turret.
I think that's it.
I think that's actually game over.
This is unbelievable. CoreJJ is not going to be able to back either. You can see Jin is going straight for her, not allowing her to back. And she couldn't stop them anyway. This is crazy.
Oh, no, Samsung.
Look at the faces of the ROX Tigers. They almost blew it somehow, some way, but then they pull it back. Samsung just staying too long, and that is going to be game number 2, going over to the ROX Tigers somehow, some way. And there you go. We're going to game number 3.
I don't even know what to say. Oh, man. Well, that has to be a sigh of release for the ROX Tigers. They did almost blow the game, but they fought their way back at the Nexus turrets, and Mickey did so much right there at the very end on his Jace.